full faith to believe that that God was just acting through Grigri throughout her entire life. It's already been kind of discussed, but when you really take into account what everybody said, it just seems like she was always doing something for someone at every single moment, even when it meant that she didn't sleep because you were just awake doing your own thing. I don't know why you're up at 3 a.m. watching TV, and she wondered the same thing. I learned too much about faith from her, just everything she does. It just feels like if it's something as eating food, at least she's putting it in God's hands that she doesn't choke. Mm-hmm. Or driving without a seatbelt. Always hearing that the beeper go off and she's like, "Ah, damn it, shut up." I mean, just being that risky. You can't tell me that she wasn't just almost saying a prayer in her head with almost anything she could do. Every step that she took, she was always asking about all my friends, and my friends still ask about her, and I don't have the guts to tell them yet. Still, that news. Because I don't know how heartbroken they're going to be as I have. I feel like I'm still trying to get over it. Mm-hmm. But being with everyone right now is how the healing really starts. Mm-hmm. That's right. Come on, man. The amount of lessons I learned from her without having her to do anything to teach a lesson. Like, you'll go to church to learn something today about yourself and how you did wrong and how you can do better, but her just being herself was enough for me. Now into more lighthearted part, I remember when I was really getting into using an Xbox. And we were always so tired of having to go and buy a membership to stay online. So the bright idea came that we could put the card on there. And as soon as I saw that happen and what it could do, I mean, 7-year-old me went on a candy spree. I don't remember the amount of money. I'm sure you do. I remember your reaction. And I think it ended up accumulating like somewhere $200 in a day. I was just buying games left and right just because I didn't think anything of it. Like, oh, infinite money, right? And despite it all, it was the next day that she ended up seeing something on her bill about $200 in charges, and you thought it was like fraud or something. And you started making calls for her, not Grigri. I guess, I don't know, she didn't know. And then she started telling her. And I remember we were all sat around, and you were kind of being like visceral and explicit, like, you can't be doing that, like, you should know better, that's your grandma's money. And I was starting to feel like really bad, about to start crying. And then she comes in the room and she's like, "Did you hear about all this stuff that Connor's done? Like, with all the money that he spent just on Xbox games." And she's like, "Oh, how much?" $200 something, 214, I think. And she's like, "Oh, is it right? Can it be refunded?" No. "Oh. Well, have fun." I didn't ask her to buy any of those. And from the down core, I didn't go, "Okay, well, I keep spending." Something about that taught me a lesson in being modest, not dishonoring or disrespecting people, not using a credit card to buy $200 of games you've never played. I felt dirty after that moment, and I never took advantage of friends, family, anyone again, because I knew, like, okay, well, how bad could this spiral out of control? Imagine if it was only her reaction, was her credit card, and I was given that same explicit reaction, but no Grigri, just saying, "Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it." She was never stressing about anything, nothing going on. And even when there was, if you were down, then she was your up. She provided just too much that I feel like I need the healing to start with y'all, because I still have regrets that I didn't get to see her as much as I did, and didn't get to have some of my actual final conversations. Like, I know that Callista, she, my girlfriend, she, I can't say that she can't have enough of what I have to say about, a new computer part or a video game or a political stance, I could go on for 3 hours, but she'd rather take 3 minutes. And Grigri I could talk to about anything, and it could be from the moment we wake up, and next thing you know, oh, we're supposed to be getting to bed, I have work tomorrow. Did we just talk the entire day about political science and, what's going on in a university, some protest or anything? We could just go on and on and on. And I don't have that same person I can share that with anymore. And I'm gonna miss that for a real long time. But I know that at some point we'll reunite and we'll just kick off with more conversation.
That's right. Love it.